And the APD cop accused of tipping off the subject of a criminal case takes the stand. Good evening. Brad Aaronsfield, who resigned from APD last month, is accused of derailing a federal investigation into a local car dealership's employees by giving the dealership's owner a heads up.
He's also accused of lying to the FBI. Today in federal court, he tried to explain why it wasn't technically a lie. News 13's Maria Medina is live in downtown Albuquerque.
Yeah, Kim, at one point, Brad Aaronsfield became upset on the stand, saying the charges have ruined his career, saying it's, quote, it's done, it's wrecked. Aaronsfield is accused of telling his friend Sean Bryan about an investigation into him and his business, the car shop. Last September, FBI and APD investigators believed Bryan's employees were dealing drugs and selling property, and that Bryan was the mastermind. They also believed Bryan staged his own home burglary to get rid of stolen property he'd bought from his workers. Today, APD Detective Ron Olivas took the stand. He told jurors, as part of the investigation into the car shop, he knew Aaronsfield's teen son worked there, and that he told Aaronsfield about the investigation to protect Aaronsfield's teen son. Aaronsfield says to protect his friend, he told Bryan the next day that he and his employees were being accused of dealing drugs. Aaronsfield claims he didn't go into details about the investigation because he did not know the details. Aaronsfield admits he didn't tell FBI agents he'd warned Bryan, but says it's because they never specifically asked him about that and that he never intended to commit a crime. Still, he faces federal charges of lying to the FBI and obstruction of justice because the leak compromised the investigation into Bryan. Now, Detective Olivas was suspended for 3 weeks without pay for leaking that information to Aaronsfield. Closing arguments are expected tomorrow. Kim?
Okay, thanks, Maria. Now, this afternoon, prosecutors brought up problems that Aaronsfield has had over the years while on the force, which include lying, sexual assault, and excessive force. They wanted to counter Aaronsfield's claim that he has had an exemplary career until he was hit with these federal charges.